God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Feel that beautiful energy. Feel the energy and the vibration of affirming that the Lord, God, the energies of the universe, the Spirit of the Most High is right here, right now, in us, living through us, and yes, even living as us. You are the divine expression of the Most High God. Take that in. Say that silently to yourself. You are the divine expression of the Most High God, and you know that is true. That's why you are drawn to this service, to this community, because we know and affirm that God and I are one. So as we begin the celebration services today, I invite you to just leave anything, put anything down that does not serve you, any care, concern, worry, frustration, upset, let it all go into the sea of nothingness from where it came. And in this moment, affirm the truth of your highest self, the truth of your oneness with God, the truth that we are here on purpose to elevate consciousness for all humanity. That's who we are. That's what we do. And so it is.
Okay. Well, you may want to stay standing because it's about time for a consciousness revolution, right?
5, 6, 7, 8.
All over me, yeah. I feel the Spirit all over me. It's in my hands, in my feet, down in my feet, yeah. I feel the Spirit all over me. I feel the presence all over me, yeah. I feel the presence all over me. It's in my hands, in my soul. All over me, it's in my hands, it's in my soul, down in my feet, yeah. I feel the presence all over me. It's moving, moving. Glory all over me. I feel
Wow. Ooh, wow, turn me down. Turn me down. Turn me down, baby. Just turn it down in here. Good morning. Am I still too loud? Hi, Mad. Am I too loud? No? Sounds loud to me. It's good? Okay. All right, awesome. Is there reverb? A little bit of reverb. Clean me up. Clean me up. Clean me up. Turn me down. All right, go. Oh, gosh, that's too loud. It's a little bit much. Lee, I'm too loud, huh? Yeah, okay. I'm good? All right, well, but I'm good only when I talk softly. And goodness knows I might bring it up a little bit. Good morning, Unity on the River. My name is Jackie Woodside, and I will be celebrating services with you this morning. Thank you so much for being here with us. You know, I drive over an hour to come to church this morning every day, and it never is lost on me that there is a million other things you could be doing this morning. There are a million other places you could be with lots of other activities. So I really want to thank you and acknowledge you for being part of this community, recognizing that your presence matters. And we are just so grateful to have each and every one of you with us. We are a church of center of celebration, inspiration, transformation, spirit-centeredness, oneness, and joy. Take those core values down into your heart. Feel the vibration of those values. We are a center of inspiration, transformation, spirit-centeredness, oneness, and joy, and celebration. That is who we are. So feel those core values as we say our mission statement together. Whoop, there we go. We are a vibrant spiritual community that celebrates the presence in all and awakens humanity to its divinity. And our vision. Centered in love, we joyously co-create a world of oneness, peace, and harmony. And our vision for a new spiritual leader. The spiritual leader of Unity on the River is a heart-centered, inspired teacher and mentor who lovingly embodies the highest and most joyful vision for Unity on the River and the world. Unity is based on 5 fundamental teachings or principles, and we intentionally, consciously affirm them each time to each service together. Let's say them together. Number 1, God is absolute good, everywhere present. The Christ Spirit is in each of us. We create our life experiences with our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Prayer is our connection with divine mind. And then my favorite one, it is not enough to know the truth. We must live it. Awesome. I love those core values. Want to welcome everybody who is streaming with us this morning. You can turn around and say hello to our streamers. Thank you for being with us. I love that we stream our services so that people literally all around the world can participate in this beautiful celebration of Unity on the River. We also want to welcome anyone who is visiting with us for the first time. If you are here for the first time, hopefully you received a welcome packet when you came in. And if you did not, please see one of the ushers at the back of the church, and they will be able to give you a welcome packet so that you can learn a little bit more about us. I guess we have a few announcements, and I'd like to bring up our beautiful, lovely Edith Pike, who will do our announcements for us. Thank you, Edith.
Good morning, Unity on the River. I stand in the presence. Well, this week we're grateful to have Jackie as our celebrant. Yeah. Let's pay close attention to her message, and we'll all get what our individual hearts and our collective community needs to hear. Please be sure to join us next Sunday, October 26th. Our celebrant will be Scott Stringham. Then, save the date for our next ministerial candidate, Reverend Dr. Kristen Cherry. Kristen will be visiting us and offering a workshop on November 8th and giving her talk to our community on Sunday, November 9th. We're blessed to have Reverend Cherry as a candidate for our spiritual leader position, and we look forward to introducing her to our community and getting to know her over this very important weekend. As a reminder, to encourage complete community participation, childcare will not be offered over this weekend. On Saturday, November 1st, from 10 a.m. to 12:30, Denise DeSimone is hosting a soothing sound healing event at the Access Clinic for Wellness in Byfield. Using sound bowls and a variety of instruments, Denise will help soothe and recalibrate your nervous system. We all are welcome. The cost is $47, and those who attend will receive a special gift. Gesundheit. Please contact Denise. The phone number's on the PowerPoint slide, and I think you can also read more about this in the newsletter that was sent out on Friday. Then, on November 2nd, Sunday, our guest celebrant will be Mirabai Devi. Mirabai will be offering a workshop after hospitality. Mirabai Devi is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, divine feminine leader, global healer, and founder of the Mirabai Devi Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to raising world consciousness through awakening and healing. For over 32 years, she's shared divine light transmissions, healing work, spiritual teachings and practices, and global programs that have transformed millions worldwide. Don't miss that. Renee, our own Renee Schneider, will be hosting a Create a Wreath on Monday evening, November 10th, at her art studio located in Amesbury at 12 Oakland Street, 3rd floor. Is Renee here today? No? Okay. All wreaths will either be sold or auctioned off to raise funds for Unity on the River. Contact Renee for more details about this fun night. Well, folks, it's that time again, our Thanksgiving community get-together. Once again, our annual potluck will be at Camp Dennison in Georgetown. We'll celebrate it on Monday, November 24th from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please reach out to Barbara Wionsek for details on what we need to make this evening a success like it's been in previous years. Is Barbara here? Any chance? No? Also not? We need volunteers in hospitality. Our beloved Jim McQuaid. This is the news, though. This is the news. He's going to be stepping down as our hospitality coordinator at the end of this year, so no more applause. Someone is going to need to succeed him as our new host with the most. I'm sure it's one of you. We need 2 also volunteers once a month for the 4th Sunday of the month. If you feel a calling to volunteer, now is the time to step up and help out.
Don't do it, Jim.
Now, let's express our gratitude to our Board of Trustees for the work and guidance they provide us. Would the members of the board please stand and receive our applause? Thank you. Thank you for your service. Okay, it's time for Namaste. This is where we greet each other with a bow, a hug, or a handshake, whichever is comfortable for you. Let's acknowledge the light that we are. Thank you.
love to welcome up Anna Rose Bissett to offer this glorious song, Amazing Things. I invite the choir back up with us before we start.
Choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life and love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'm not going on after that. That was amazing. Wait a minute. I didn't see what I did there. Yeah. No, that was stunning. Wow, Meg, thank you. And it's Anna Rose, right? Yeah. Anna Rose. Wow. Where'd you get that voice? Yeah, from God. That's the right answer. Practice. Nice. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Good morning. How are y'all doing? So great to be here with you and great to see everyone. So a few years ago, I did a consulting gig at a fairly large campus where the company was, and it was on a Friday, and I stayed over till Saturday. And on Saturday, I met with the CEO to just kind of complete and review things. And then he's like, "Hey, let me show you around a little bit." I was like, "Oh, cool, So we went into all of the different office buildings and some of their conference, these very huge, beautifully appointed conference rooms. And then he even took me into the HR office and he opened this closet in the back and gave me a bunch of swag from there, from the company. And we were able to do that because he had this really special thing. He had the master key. He had the master key. Have any of you ever worked at a place where you had the master key? Isn't it cool? Like you kind of like sleuth around. You can get into every place. I love that notion. And how does that apply to our lives? The question I have for you today is, do you have a master key? And if so, what is it? And if you're a student of Unity, of course, the answer is yes. We have a master key, and the master key that we possess is our consciousness. Our consciousness is our link with divine mind, our link and our connection with God. And with that master key, that connection with God, just as I was able to go into any room in that whole corporate campus, we can do anything. We can go anywhere with that master key. The question is, what gets in the way? How are we not able to use it at all times? What gets in the way, of course, is this little thing called your humanity. Hate it when that happens. I was having a good time until my humanness showed up. So this is bugging me a little bit. Are you guys hearing like a something? A little clunk, yeah. All right, I'm gonna just don't. All right, Brian's like, don't bend it.
It's just when the air comes out. So
all right, but I don't like it though. All right.
Okay, we'll get a little fuzzy thing to make sure it doesn't happen.
All right, good. Thanks, I'm back. In 1912, a contemporary of the co-founder of the Unity movement, who's Charles Fillmore, his contemporary, Charles Haanel, published a correspondence course called The Master Key. It was highlighted in the movie The Secret. And the master key is all about you learning how to condition your consciousness such that you're able to have access to everything. That's really what we have access to as students of the Unity tradition. But the question today is, how do we condition our consciousness in a way that offers us that magic entry into every room, into every experience that we want to have? What are the barriers to our ability to mold our consciousness in such a way that we activate the master key? That's what I want us to look at today. Charles Fillmore, the co-founder, okay, hold that thought. I'm coming back to it.
I figured that was a good place to jump
Yeah,
in.
that's good. I'm starting point 1.
You hold it tight,
All right, I got it.
take a little condom.
Yeah, I don't believe you just said that. You didn't hear that, did you?
No.
Yeah, good.
Not on the mic.
All right, good. All right, is that better? Yes, thank you, Brian, thank you. Charles, all right, you back? Come back. Charles Fillmore, who is the co-founder of the Unity movement. I'm going old school Unity today with some of these teachings, yeah. Charles Fillmore taught about a concept called race consciousness. Race consciousness. And what he meant by race consciousness is the accumulation of the thought patterns and beliefs and ideas and norms that condition the way that you think. That there's actually a mass consciousness, or what he called a race consciousness, that conditions how you think and how you move. It's like a mental climate that envelops all of humanity and exerts a certain pressure on the way that you think. Can you see that? I mean, most of us are old enough to have seen pretty significant shifts in the race consciousness, in the thought forms of how life is. And it's bigger than, the race consciousness isn't just one individual person's consciousness. It's bigger than that. But what you want to understand is that race consciousness conditions your consciousness when you live unconsciously. When you live consciously, you have the capacity to condition your consciousness. Pierre Desjardins called it the noosphere. The noosphere, the thinking layer of the planet. They were contemporaries of one another, likely did not know each other, and there's no history of any of their correspondence, but they were kind of teaching the same thing at the same time. Fillmore teaching race consciousness, Desjardins teaching about the noosphere from a cosmology perspective, Fillmore teaching from a metaphysical perspective. And then in the 1980s, Rupert Sheldrake started talking about the morphogenetic field, which is from a biological perspective that says that there is an invisible intelligence form that tells cells what to do. A toe cell knows that it's a toe cell. A kidney cell knows that it's a kidney cell. And they regenerate themselves so that you don't grow a toe out of your cheek. Your toe stays where your toe is. How do the cells know how to do that? How do they know how to regenerate themselves in the proper way, in the proper fashion, in the proper place to do the right thing? Kidney cells do different things than toe cells. That Rupert Sheldrake called the morphogenetic field. So we're seeing this history of this thought that your thinking is molded by an invisible field, what Fillmore called race consciousness. So Charles Fillmore actually gave a sermon in 1923 entitled "Delivery from a Sense of Bondage." Because what he taught is that when you are unconscious, you are literally molded and conditioned by race consciousness. In other words, you have no freedom. You have no freedom of thought. You have no ability to be an independent thinker and to establish yourself. So I have a couple of quotes from the sermon that he gave in 1923. Race consciousness enfolds us as an enveloping thought atmosphere, and we are constantly adding to that consciousness as race develops. Do you understand what that means? So we're adding to it. As humanity evolves consciously, consciousness itself evolves. It is, I love this, it is not always progressive. There is no doubt that we are progressing, but sometimes we seem to lapse. Instead of progression, there is retrogression. We seem to go back for a period. But taking the race as a whole, we find that they are but a moment in a great onward movement of the whole human family. Fascinating, isn't it? This was written in 1923. What he's saying is that there are times, that the progression of human consciousness is moving toward awakening, is moving toward oneness. But sometimes we lapse. So it's not a linear progression of the evolution of consciousness. It's we grow forward and then we lapse, and then we grow forward and then we lapse. You can decide for yourselves what phase we're in right now. And then and then he goes on, this is from the same sermon, 1923. We have higher ideals, an understanding of the truth, but we are in bondage to what the world thinks. We are in bondage in so many ways that we have to lump it all together and say, that's race thought. We're in bondage in so many ways. Now, how shall we get out of race thought? How shall we get free from the power of our own thoughts? How shall we free ourselves from that sense of bondage? So I just want you to get present to this for a moment. That what we're experiencing in our unconditioned consciousness is what Charles Fillmore calls bondage. And to what degree are you experiencing that? It's almost like you can't free yourself from your own thinking. Do you ever get sick of yourself? Or is it just me? Yeah. I'm teaching a course right now called Living in the Domain of Miracles, and one of the things I have people take on is setting up some accountability structures to do the stuff that they don't want to do otherwise, but they know they should. And I had one of those. And so for the first couple weeks of class, I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do it, not going to do it. I don't want to do that thing. right? Is lifting weights. I know I need to lift weights. I do a lot of exercise. I play a lot of sports, but I don't lift weights. And I know I need to lift weights because my joints are doing what joints do when you're not 20. Anyway, so I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But here's the thing. I was molded by this consciousness, this ego that was saying, no, 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 I don't want to. So what did I do? I told the whole class, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to be on Zoom lifting weights. Feel free to join me. Yes. And so now, what's it been? 3 weeks? I don't know, 3 weeks. Here I am. 8:39 in the morning, like, whining and complaining. Anyway, so you get this point. So the question, I love this question. This is what we're going to talk about today. How do we get out of race thought? How shall we free ourselves from the power of our own thoughts? If you ever get sick of yourself, you want to listen to the rest of this talk. Because what I'm going to talk about today is how you condition your consciousness beyond race thought. Here's the thing I want to open with and lead with, is that you do not have the luxury of living with an unconditioned consciousness. You don't have the luxury of living with an unconditioned consciousness, and I will add, especially today, especially in the world that we're living in. Yeah, maybe there were times in our past that you could just kind of float along because mass consciousness was evolving toward a higher good. And then, as Charles Fillmore said, there are times of lapse. Those are the times that each of us really needs to pay attention to conditioning our consciousness. So what does it mean to condition your consciousness? I mean, it's kind of an abstract thought, isn't it? Like, I don't know, you didn't wake up this morning thinking, I just wish I could condition my consciousness. Right? So let's start with something more concrete. Conditioning the body. What, did he just put the picture up? No? Okay. Oh, yeah. Conditioning the body. So how many of you know who that is? That's a social media influencer named Joan MacDonald. That center picture where you see her, she was like in her 50s. And what do you see in the middle picture? An unconditioned body, right? And her daughter was a fitness instructor and went to her and was like, Mom, I'm really concerned. You're really not taking care of yourself. So Joan and her daughter took it on, and she started at age 70. Took her about 20 years also, right? It took me a while to start lifting weights. Took her about 20 years. She started being a fitness enthusiast at age 70. And then the next picture, this is what she looks like at age 79. So it's pretty impressive, right? That is a conditioned body, right? You can see that. So I want to ask you, because I'm going to draw a parallel here. What did it take for Joan MacDonald to go from that unconditioned body that you saw in the middle picture to the conditioned body that you see before you? What did that take? Effort, commitment, discipline, practice, support. Yeah, great. Time, yeah, committing time to it, commitment. Willpower, probably not. That gets tired. Willpower is a muscle that gets fatigued. Accountability, structure, support, dedication, commitment, conditioning, yeah. So now the question is, are you applying those structures that you just said, willpower, discipline, commitment, support, effort, time, to the conditioning of your consciousness? Got awfully quiet in here. See, conditioning your body is actually easier than conditioning your mind. Conditioning your body is actually easier than conditioning your mind. And for any of you who like athletics or conditioning your body, you know that's not too easy. But it is easier than conditioning your mind. The master key that we have access to is a conditioned consciousness. And what that means, what a conditioned consciousness means, is first of all, you are not living, and your identity, your thinking, is not simply molded by the past. It's not just molded by the past. You've not bought into the psychologized notion that who I am is just a product of what I have lived through. I had a coaching call this week with a woman who was complaining or talking to me about her financial situation. And as she's going along talking about it, she said, well, I just can't help it. I've never been good with money, and my parents weren't good with money either. I said, you're 70 years old. You haven't lived with your parents in 50 years. She's like, oh. Like she got it. Like, oh, you're right. See, that's an unconditioned consciousness. I am this way because my parents were this way. I am this way because it's how I was raised. I am this way because I've always been that way. That is an unconditioned consciousness. How many of you are guilty? Tell the truth. Yeah, thank you for playing along. The rest of you just aren't telling the truth. That's okay. What would you say? What would you say?
I think there are many people in here that may have this consciousness.
A conditioned consciousness. Yeah. We all have a conditioned consciousness to some degree. Question is, to what degree? Right? There's always places that we can grow. There's always places that we can learn. And if you're someone who references, well, I am this way, I can't help it, this is the way I am, it is not true. This is the way you have been up until now, is the beginning of a conditioned consciousness. You can always, we know this through the magic of neuroplasticity, you can always create a new experience of yourself. So conditioned consciousness, number one, you're not identified by the past. Number two, you're not identified by race thought, by race consciousness, by the mass consciousness. Number three, you consciously choose what you're going to think and believe. You consciously choose what to think and believe. Last time I gave a talk here, I talked about this simple method that I teach called the 3 C's. When you catch yourself with this low consciousness thought, catch it, first C, challenge it, talk back to it, second C, is that really true? Is that really what I want? Think about the woman that I was talking to. Well, I just can't help it. This way I've always been. It's the way my parents were. Is that what you want? Is that the future you want to live into? Challenge it. And then, of course, you can change it. In any moment, you can reinvent your consciousness. It is not a static entity. It is a growing entity. So a conditioned consciousness is not a result of the past. It's not a result of race consciousness. It is a result of you consciously choosing your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. And without doing so, you are giving up your own personal power. You're giving up your ability to author and direct how your experience in life is going to go. You have that capacity. If you want to start paying attention to the degree to which race consciousness is working in your life, just pay attention to what's coming out of your mouth. Pay attention to what you're saying, and it will give you a really good indication of your consciousness. So you are not simply at the whims of race consciousness. We, with Truth Principle, the 5 unity principles that we teach every week, everything inside of unity gives you the capacity to transcend race consciousness. I want to give you an example, a concrete example of somebody who's done this. A historic figure, his name was Benjamin Rush. He was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, one of the founding fathers of the United States. And he was actually one of the first abolitionists. He was one of the first abolitionists in our country. Abolitionist is a person who took a stand against slavery. So I want you to go back, this is like the late 1700s, where, a lot of people, it was very common, like slave owners was just a thing. Seeing black people as a possession was the mass consciousness, the race consciousness that we were living in. And Benjamin Rush said, no, that's wrong. He himself was a slave owner at the time. And when he purchased a black man off of a ship that had arrived from Africa, he said he felt something in his heart that he knew that was wrong. And it took him a few years to grapple with it because, again, it was the mass consciousness that's saying this is the way it is. This is what we do. But in 1774, he founded the Pennsylvania Society for the Abolition of Slavery. The Pennsylvania Society for the Abolition of Slavery. And in 1780, Pennsylvania was the first state to begin the Gradual Abolition Act, the Gradual Abolition of Slavery Act. And it took a few more years before Pennsylvania was the first state to emancipate their slaves. All because one person was able to think and condition their consciousness beyond what race consciousness said, beyond what race consciousness was giving him. You see, race consciousness will think for you. if you're not consciously thinking for yourself. So the question then becomes, how do you condition your consciousness? And why bother? Right? The why bother is because you are here to live as your God self, to live in the consciousness of love, peace, equanimity, creating a world where love prevails. What is our mission, our vision? Creating a world of oneness, peace, and harmony. You cannot do that with an unconditioned consciousness, because the race consciousness will have you all over the place. So how do you condition your consciousness? The first thing, and I want to charge you to do this today, for the rest of the day, to really pay attention to what you're saying. What's the content of your conversations with people? To what degree are you engaged in complaining and judging and saying, I've always been this way? To what degree do you have this, well, I can't help it, as part of your consciousness? Because we know that that's not true. So for the rest of the day, I really invite you to just listen to how you're speaking, listening to what you're saying. Secondly, as you listen, choose a higher vibration thought or emotion. Consciously choose. This is how you condition your consciousness. You pay attention to what the consciousness is, and then you consciously choose to elevate that into the experience that you want to have. If you're not having the experience of life that you want, it is not because of your external circumstances. It's because of the consciousness that you're living in. That's judging it, that's calling it bad, that's judging other people. So the second one is consciously choose a higher thought. Do you know the best thing about being a person of faith? I love this. The best thing about being a person of faith? What do you think? Before I give you my thought on it. What's the best thing about being a person of faith? Study. Peace of mind. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Freedom. The patience. You know, the best thing about being a person of faith is that you never have to worry. I really want you to take that on, like, you never have to worry. Because really, it's one or the other, right? You're either living in faith or fear. And if you're a devoted and committed person of faith, conditioning your consciousness to live in faith, then you never have to worry. It's going to turn out one way or the other, you know. And yes, I'm going to do everything I can do to have it turn out the way that I want. But really, you never have to worry. So you condition your thoughts, you condition your emotions by consciously choosing what you want to think about. I do this all the time. I drive between my house in New York and my house here, you know, fair amount, and I decide in advance what I want to think about on the trip. Like, have a few topics that I want to think about, things that I want to contemplate. Thoughts have a vibration to them, and the thoughts in mind create the vibration that you are, right? So when you're thinking worry thoughts, negative thoughts, fear thoughts, the vibration that you bring will be filled with that lower vibration of fear, thought, and worry. When you contemplate oneness, peace, and harmony, and your role in oneness, peace, and harmony, that creates a different vibration, right? And then the third way, how do you condition your consciousness? And I love this. Stop being defined by your past, but define yourself by the divine mind that you are. Define yourself as being the mind of God. See yourself as being the mind of God. Don't tell other people that. Hi, I'm the mind of God. They'll call 911 and take you into some kind of an evaluation. But anyway, you know, you don't have to be defined by the history that you've been through. You can see it for what it is, and then define yourself based on your oneness with God, based on who you came here to be. So with the master key, knowing that you can condition your consciousness beyond race consciousness, you literally can open the door to any possibility. You can open the door to any experience. You can open the door of anything that you want in life, and you'll experience yourself as as the conscious co-creator with God for the way that your life is. It's such a beautiful way to live. As you do this, you'll be able to love life like Joan MacDonald, starting at 70, to condition her body. So when you condition your mind, it opens that door. When you condition your mind, you can serve humanity like Benjamin Rush, changing the thought form of a whole people, changing the thought form of a whole nation, because one person said, that's not right. So when you have access to the master key and you use the master key, you have access to serving humanity. And lastly, when you use the master key, you come to know the truth of who you really are. Powerful, loving, and one with God. Let's take these thoughts now into some time of meditation.
Why have we come to earth? Do you remember? Why have we taken birth? Do you remember to love, serve, and remember to love, serve, and remember? Why have you come to earth? Do you remember?
Let's take those thoughts now and do a moment of silence. Do you remember why you have come to earth? You are each here as a unique, divine inspiration, a spark of possibility, the truth of love. That's why you came. You came with a unique vibratory pattern to bring into this life. Your energy, your vibration, it's just yours. No one else can do or be or bring the vibration of life that you are. It is yours to bring into this life. And yet, we have to remember. We have to remember that we transcend race consciousness. We have to remember that we are one with the mind of God. We have to remember that being a person of faith means we never have to worry about anything again. Being one with the mind of God raises your consciousness, conditions your consciousness so that you know freedom and you know peace. So in this time of silent meditation, if there's any area of your life that you're now recognizing you've been conditioned to think or feel some way other than your oneness with God, I invite you to bring that now into this time of meditation and surrender. Choose a higher thought. Choose a higher vibration. The more you focus your mind on the vibrational thoughts that you desire rather than the vibrational thoughts that you don't desire, the more you are molding your brain to think higher thoughts, to feel higher emotions. You are here on purpose for God, to be the God light, to be the one that is molding race consciousness for a higher good, to bring us out of this time of lapse into this time of oneness, peace, and possibility. That's why you're here. So in this time of meditation, simply contemplate, surrender, and raise your vibration around any area of your life that you're now seeing you've been molded by race consciousness. Give it up. Let go. Catch it, challenge it, change it to the next highest vibration of who you truly are. Let's take this now into a moment of silence. And we say, thank you, God. Thank you for this opportunity to come to know ourselves more truly into the light of God's consciousness. May we affirm today that we raise race consciousness simply by shifting our thought, shifting our vibration, and creating a world of oneness, peace, and harmony.
Why have we come to earth? Do you remember? Why have we taken birth?
Let's all sing this together.
Serve and remember to love. Serve and remember to love. Serve and remember to love. Serve and remember.
Everyone together. To
love. Serve and remember.
Oh, and in this consciousness, we remember those who aren't with us today, but who are healing. And we're thinking of Betty McGowan and Lisa Palanzi. We bless you. And anyone else who may be sick or suffering, we send our love and our prayers. We see you strong, healed, lifted up, and whole. So it is. So now is the time we take our prosperity offerings, because we are very prosperous, and we love our center, and we know that as we give to the center, we serve God, we serve our center and our community. So let's say the blessings of the tithes and offerings. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. We've got everything that we need to be happy. Oh, we've got food and we've got friends. We've got our community, yeah, yeah. We got the birds in the morning and the sweet blue sky. We got our hearts beating song, my, oh my. We've got everything that we need to be happy. Oh, I got nothing if I don't have myself. And if I'm not grateful for all God's graces, what good is money? What good is wealth? We got everything that we need to be happy. We got love, we got laughter for sure. We've got what's left of our sanity. And we've got John on piano and Jackie in our ear. We've got the band and the choir and all of us all together here in fellowship and love and light. Love you! We've got everything that we need. Everything that we need. We've got everything that we need to be happy. Do 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 do.
Beautiful. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Ben. And we affirm that we have everything that we need right here, right now at this center. We're so grateful for the loving hands and hearts that have brought forth these offerings to go out from this ministry, to elevate consciousness, to create the oneness that we all see and know and envision, to create a world where love prevails. And so it is. Amen.
Do we have children downstairs? Yes. Oh, yay! Let's call them up. Where are they? Are the children coming? Someone just went to. Well, let's talk amongst ourselves. We are walking as the light of God. 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 They'll be coming. We are walking. We are walking. We are walking as the light of God. We are walking. We are walking. We are walking as the light of God. Are they coming? We are walking as the light of God. 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 One more time. We are walking. We are walking. Woo! We are walking as the light of God. We are walking. We are walking. Woo! We are walking as the light of God. And they're walking. And they're walking.
Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you this morning. Anne, can you tell us what you did this morning? Can you
We made bracelets.
They made bracelets. Can you hold it up, Flav? Can you hold it up? Check it out. Check it out.
All the way up.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
They were very creative because we ran out of strings, so we had to do this with popsicle sticks.
Oh, flexible. They're flexible too.
Coffee string, yes.
Nice, nice.
Put out steam Lee Sundin was nice enough to share his computer, so we played a computer game. And what did we learn most of all? That computers are a lot more fun than me.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Excellent. Of course they were good. They're
Let's give them a big hand. And, you know, it takes a community to make this whole service happen. We pop up every morning and arise like the phoenix, making everything ready for everyone. So I just want to let's give a big hand to all the volunteers, everyone that shows up early to make this happen. I also want to give a big hand to our child care volunteers. I know that Maureen Lanai this morning, Amanda helps serve, Andrea Downing. Who else serves as Christina Mariah. Anyone else? Oh, and Leslie also, and Kayla. Thank you. Let's give a big hand. It takes a lot. It's a lot of love that we give to our children. All right, so it's time to give us some love. Give me hope, give me peace on earth, all right? Come on.
Help me go with this.
Let's join hands. Community, our beautiful community, and affirm peace on earth. May we leave here today knowing that we are one with God, conditioning our consciousness for peace, oneness, hope, joy, and love. And so it is.
So it is. The light of God surrounds us.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well, and we are richly blessed.
I feel the spirit of me, yeah. I feel the spirit of me. It's in my hands, in my soul, down in my feet.
Well, it seems like whenever the most upbeat song is the one with the most amount of right? That's great job today.
Yeah, sounded good.
I felt that.
That's a hell of a first song to sing.
Because
Right? Good thing we had to rehearse. I'm glad you didn't.
my spirit is somewhere else.
Lee, coming up behind you.
Okay, but
All right. It's just hard to stop when I get started.
You got it. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna take a couple of things over here for Jackie's thing.
Thank you for doing that.